Person across Alabama was invited and encouraged to pause and take a moment of silence.
Indeed, Amanda, and WDHN's Alex Valdez met with the president of the Alabama Hospital Association and shares how people across our state honor those who lost their battle to COVID-19.
At 12 o'clock across the state of Alabama, people were encouraged to stop and reflect on the 12,400 people who have lost their lives due to COVID across the state.
Being able to focus on the individual makes it much more personal, and I think it also recommits all of us to a struggle that probably is going to go on, unfortunately, for a bit longer.
Dr. Williamson with the Alabama Hospital Association says being more than 18 months into the pandemic, the association felt they needed to shift gears. He says this pandemic has been the most difficult challenge both Alabama hospitals and the state has ever had to face, which is why they wanted to put a face to the names of those who have passed.
And so it's one thing to talk about 12,000 people dying. It's another thing to talk about your neighbor or your grandmother or your child dying from COVID.
Dr. Williamson tells me every single death from this point on is 100% preventable. This is why he encourages people to take this pandemic seriously and just go out and get their vaccine. Dr. Williamson wants people who are unvaccinated to think about a brother, sister, mother, father, or child that has died from COVID and consider their struggle. He says this battle must be a team battle.
Think about the healthcare workers taking care of them, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and none of us will succeed unless all of us.
In Dothan, Alex Valdez, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.